Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back here. Hopefully you had a great day. Great revelations came in there. It's good. There was intense vibrations throughout the day. You can feel it, the vibes. It's kind of like this intensity that it came in. But hopefully everything went okay. Now with the moon, it's moving into Scorpio today. We are going to be looking into the financial situations with others. But it's going to be a very interesting in the afternoon because the moon, it's going to be the top of the finger of God from Venus and Jupiter. What are you going to be doing? Because, see, within Scorpio, you can have the two energies. The one that is going to be the intimacy in there, and the other one, it's the financial benefits, which is Scorpio is famous about it because this oppositions from Taurus. Taurus is about the money I have, my things. Scorpio is about the things of others. So don't forget about it that in Scorpio we have also the uh, end of this soul union in there. Let's merge our souls. Let's merge our things. Let's go to the bottom of the thing. In a proper energy, that is very beautiful. In a wrong way, in there, that is going to be this twisted ways of intimacy that is going to be coming in from. So be mindful about those energies because the moon it's gonna be soon as the moon it's gonna be entering within Scorpio a little bit before that. She's gonna become to square Pluto. Transformations that it's in process is gonna be. Wait a minute, that doesn't feel good. Wait a minute, that doesn't feel right. Wait a minute, that's something has to be in a proper way. So it's not going to be a big with this unless you pay attention. Don't forget about it that whatever the attention goes, that's what the energy will flow. With this energies, with these situations, the day is going to be in a way of very kind of like interesting because overnight there's going to be some a lot of downloads as the moon is going to be passing right now within Scorpio, she's going to be creating a lot of aspects that you can't wake up in the morning, don't know where you are. So if that is your case, what is your situations will be. But the both energies, it is about this unifications because when you get in a relationship, you get into bed, right? Then you're beginning to have talk, asking for communications. Then you're working out the things together, which is the Capricorn, and then innovating the stuff. So you don't carry the wounds that it was from before. And that is going to be that energy of Aquarius. And then you go into the spirituality, get that spiritual energies flow. Okay, we are gonna be seeing it some of these energies tomorrow because the moon is gonna be trining Saturn. After that, she's gonna be trining the Neptune and the North Node. But today, what is the important thing about today? It is that the moon, not in there. I'm talking about the Lilith and the past node. There's gonna be a very interesting energies with that. So with that being said, let's go into the chart. So here is the chart. That is going to be at 7 o'clock in the morning. You're going to be seeing it, the moon. She's going to be kind of like very kind of pretty much, we are talking about like 1 o'clock in the heavens. You're going to see that the ascendant that is at the Aquarius is going to be trining the both Lilith and the moon. The moon is going to be at 3 degrees there. And without the energies of Scorpio, of course, that square with Pluto is going to be affecting you. particularly for those who, they don't want to change. If you don't want to change something, nothing is going to be improved. You need to understand that. The other name of improvement is change. So, with this intense energies with Pluto, we are going to be having a very good times, particularly with communications. We're going to have a great times with the authority, with the self from within. That's what happens is when you're with somebody, that's when it happens. When the things are in there. Very good day to really talking and communicating things because the moon is going to be at Scorpio, the sun is going to be entering Pisces. Emotions, a lot of emotions it's going to be, but that is going to be moving the energy. That's what the driven will be. As long as you don't stop, okay, you don't stop, and that is what this stop is right here to tell you is everything is okay. If it's not okay, see how to make it okay. All right. On the next hour, the midheaven is going to be at Sag. It's going to be squaring Neptune, the visions that it's coming in. The dark moon Lilith, it still is going to be pointing out these divine energies, particularly towards the North Node and Neptune. With that ascendant very close by. But seeing it with this is going to be a reminder about the yesterday. Hopefully that you got what you were looking for. Hopefully you open your chest. Hopefully you open yourself. Hopefully you not hunker down the old secrets, the old situations from within. And hopefully you got a download for something. Okay? Something that it's related to or something out of this world. Okay? So with this downloads in there, hopefully your day was all right. Okay, talking about this Capricorn energies with Jupiter, you need to understand that everything grows through action, through work, through service. Particularly with currently with that midheaven is going to be opposing Mars in there. Is a Mars has been lazy? Is a Mars has been? It's like I cannot do this and so on. Lack of the actions. No, you're working on your psyche right now. The only thing that Mars right now it's working, it's the mental process work. Okay, we're talking about right now. Mars is looking at for the psychology, philosophy, spirituality. That's what his mind is out there. He's out of this world. It's kind of like a preparing to be. He's mindful about it, but it has not been active yet. All right. The next hour we are going to be having the midheaven is going to be at the end of Capricorn. It's going to be squaring Lilith. It's going to be squaring the true Lilith and the moon. All these emotions and the vibes, they can be a very intense at that moment. But if everything is okay with the visions you have, everything is okay with the universe that knows what you're doing in the situations that you are, with the transformations that it's coming, things is going to be practically in order. Okay, we're going to be seeing it that the Venus has divine energies with the moon. A lot of divine energies is going to be about the love from within. But for those who put their pinky glasses about that love, not everything is going pink. It's required deep. This is why when you have in a relationship and you put your pink glasses, why you're going deep, why you're searching deep, how is she, how is he, how it react, so on and so on. Okay, and this is when if you can be able to handle your partner moods and you handle your own moods without pointing the finger, which is that's what usually happens at Scorpio after this intimacy situations in there. What are you going to be processing? And that is a part of the evolutions in there. Okay, that is a that the intimacy affair of the soul. Pay attention to what you have, particularly within a Scorpio within those degrees. But currently, we have a very beautiful things with the self, with the I, with the ego, in a way. All right. Ah, Here is we're gonna have a midheaven at Aquarius squares continue on the moon. The lack of changes, the lack of accepting the innovations. Hopefully, you overcome this because if you are awakening and aware of, you understand that changes has to be happening there. That leads to growth. That energy is gonna be remind you when the ascendant was there. You're gonna be working at that energies with as Jupiter is coming in the horizon. Look at it, new friendshipness, new ideas, new things, new breed, new way of meditating, a new way of communicating. There's a lot of things can all of a sudden comes up. Particularly, we're talking about the new ideas, okay? And new ideas from within yourself. In the next hour, this is gonna be at noon. Oh, you guys already know that the midheaven it's gonna be with the authority, powerful energy with the ascendant, beautiful trine, a lot of emotions. You're processing that emotions, but the ascendant it's pointing out towards Pluto within divine energy. Okay, Pluto is taking a lot right now within taking this kind of like a behind the background lead. It's kind of like he's pushing everything, but he stays in the background, not like in a front face, not in this. And with this energies with the both Liliths, that it's gonna be focused within that. The midheaven with the sun, it is about you to get yourself to that truth within. Okay, so the sun is already 5 minutes within Pisces, so you're gonna be have this consciousness shift all of a sudden. Okay, you're gonna be looking at with that ending process. Some of the things she's gonna be ending for you. Some of the things she's gonna be reevaluated because you are ending the evolving process. It's time to sit, meditate, pray. It's time to clean some of the stuff from within a soul perspective. Some of the things that you don't know and you thought that's what it is, they're not. Go ahead and do your research. Go deep, but first deep from within you, okay? Because that energy is from within you is gonna be telling you what you have to do it. We're gonna be seeing it when the ascendant. It's gonna be at Virgo. All right, talking about the next hour. Mars is gonna be on fire because the midheaven, Mercury is approaching that energy right now. The midheaven is gonna tell us, hey, you're gonna be working more on the consciousness. Stay on that portions because the midheaven it's creates these little connections between Mercury and Saturn at that time. And right now, that energy is going to be affecting you. At the same time, though, Venus and Mars beginning that square. And this is going to bring this kind of like issues about relationships. I want, I get, but it's not this, it's not that. So Mars is not ready if Venus is putting pressure and Mars is getting this feedback, it's like, hey, I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for that. So it's not only up to your intimacy. There's gotta be something else that needs to be something that is beneath the surface. And the things that is gonna be beneath the surface, they are going to rise up. All right, as we are going in through the day, as the ascendant is still at Cancer, that is going to be square Lilith and Chiron, nothing new on the Sun. You know those energies. Particularly, we're talking about the people who are working on their self healing themselves. Uh, it's like constant work. You constantly something came in. It's constantly something you have to heal. It's constantly something is not okay. Something is not you. You may be already tired of this energy, but you need to understand there is a lot of energy pile up at Cancer from over the years. We are talking about this family patterns that continue, pass it on and pass it on. And this is what we have to heal because whatever it's in the family, we're learning the way our relationships work. We are learning where in the family. If you see your parents kissing in there and they are very nice in a good atmosphere, that's what you remember because you feel that gravity in there. You feel that magnetic love, right? You're seeing it and you know what is the proper way, right? But if you the other side you see that there is a challenges, there is a situations and so on and so on, your mind is trying to process that. Why is that happening? How can you fix it? Why there is no happiness in there? And you're looking at into this. So this is gonna be some interesting moments because that midheaven there is a between the Neptune and the North Node right now is gonna come out because you know the road where you need to go. Okay, you're gonna be knowing with this. So stay away from kind of like a precautions and this. Wait until Mars gets direct. Okay, things is not fully ready. You're gonna know the next hour because the inner work is gonna be squaring Mars. You're gonna be understanding this. The question is, do you accepting it? And for the people who are accepting it, there is these divine energies with Mercury, and Mercury it is trining the moon. No problems in there. But if you don't accept it, you see the ascendant squares the moon, and the moon is squares Pluto. You haven't changed anything. You haven't changed nothing a bit. While there is opportunities for you, you are looking at to escaping it or not doing it in a way. Um, to it. So seeing that also the ascendant is a trine with Venus. All right. So now that love that it's you've been seeking it in there, it can come out. But if you're codependent on the love, if you're the attention seeker, yes, dear Leos, you are attention seekers. All right, we already know that. And that energy that it's gonna be with Scorpio can affect so much. This is the fatal attraction between those two zodiac signs. We are talking about Leo and Scorpio. Okay, this is one of that combinations that sometimes things is they can go very south. Okay, they can begin with a lot of power if it's holding properly. Okay, but if it's not, the things can go south in a very, very, very yeah, because the both the one wants the revenge and the other one wants to be the king, the ruler. So these things can be very strange. All right, 4 o'clock. You see it that divine energy, as I was talking to you at the beginning of the report, Jupiter begins to send divine energies towards the moon. The moon becomes the yacht in there. There's nothing wrong to have intimacy. There is nothing wrong you to be focused on that intimate situations. There's nothing wrong with none of that. As long as you changed, you are ready for it. You're ready to give and you're ready to receive. But when you take more, guess what? You don't give. So at some point, the universe is going to take away from you. So seeing it with those energies, the inner work in the material world can be an issue. Particularly, we're talking about that the midheaven is going to be a Taurus. Oh, I have not received this. I have not received that. I don't have this what I needed. I thought that's how it is and how it was, and so on and so on. While you have a very beautiful divine moments right now coming in from Jupiter and Venus, we are talking about Zeus and Athena going down into this place where nobody can see them, underworld, right? You're not doing things in a public place, you're hiding somewhere. And that's what is that intimacy energy. I from the last hour as the ascendant is gonna be at Leo, you're gonna be looking at this divine energies towards Saturn. And those energies towards Saturn, they are gonna be the learning process. You can't just have and be an attention seeker. Okay, you all have a Leo in your chart. You all have a Scorpios in your chart. Okay, take a look at those energies. They're gonna be telling you a lot about you. You need some help? Please write it down below. All right. The next hour, the ascendant still is gonna be at Leo, divine energies with the North Node and Neptune. Hopefully, you got everything, but you have challenges with the universe. Why would the universe will make this? Why would the universe cannot be, and so on? And this is that energy of oppositions between Leo and Pisces. That this kind of like energy can be just confusing. Okay, since the sun it is with that energies within the Pisces and squaring Uranus in there, we are seeing it a lot of those energies that you gonna be going around the circles. Particularly pay attention in your communications because Mercury it is squaring Jupiter. If you say I cannot do it, nobody can make you to say only you. And this is why these energies of Pisces, that psychology, that philosophy, it's going to be turning to this beautiful unifications to spirituality, and that is going to be able to help you out because you're putting the two fishes together, right? And they create something new. Okay, for all the duality signs in there, guys, you have that duality to unify. That's what you have within you. Okay, but you gotta change something, which is you. All right, next hour we have at the midheaven that it's gonna be at Gemini, that is gonna be trining Pluto. The change, of course, you gotta be friendly with the change because forced change doesn't lead to anything good. You cannot force your partner to do something that they don't. You cannot tell your partner how they should be and what they should be and what they must be. Yes, that's what the intuition does sometimes when it's there at Scorpio. But as the ascendant is going to be at Virgo, as I mentioned in there, we see the divine energies that are going to be from Virgo towards Venus. It's about the love. The more love you have and the love wins, that's what it's matter. And if you see it, that the energy from Jupiter, it's going down into the moon. From the moon, it's going into Venus. And Venus now it sees how to organize everything. Now, when you see that energy of Virgo, what are you going to see? A chaos, organized chaos, perfections. What are you going to see there? And how are you going to be navigating into organizing this? There could be the challenges because of that growth of Jupiter, because the ascendant squares Jupiter and opposing the Sun and Mercury, lack of communications. Particularly right now that Mercury is in an opposite end. See, it's all good when you talk in the material world. It's all good when you're talking at this, but try the communications about within the spirit and the soul in there from within you, facing your own nature. Okay, and this is gonna be that challenge in there, but those challenges there in a very proper way because they tell you follow the green light. Okay, when it's something is red, stop, right? And when you are driving, which is the blue lines, good. Everything is cool. No problemos. All right. 7 o'clock, the midcap is going to be with Jupiter, that T squares right there with Saturn as the wisdom. You need to understand, okay, that the wisdom is combinations of a lot of things. It's a logic, it's a philosophy, it is a psychology, it is a material world, it is pretty much everything underneath the sun. So when you going through all this in there, you're gonna be seeing it the way. you're gonna be organizing things, but it's gonna ask you to heal your wounds. That ascendant is in divine energies with Chiron, and at the same time is sextiling Mars. It is about Mars. You see, when you fall down, if you every time somebody pick you up, you get used to it that when you fall down in life, somebody has to pick you up. You never learn how to do it on your own. That could be one of the wounds that you're gonna be have to learn about it. Okay, so seeing it within yourself, because Saturn is like, I'm not gonna teach you. This is the same way. I'm not gonna help you. You get up, you fall down. Okay, good. Get up. You can. Okay, and yes, you can. You can go out there and do the right things. Okay. All right. The ascendant that it's at Virgo is going to be a divine energies with the authority. Very powerful. Okay, we're talking about 8 o'clock. You're going to be organized under the divine, but you need to accept it because this is the I am self. Okay, I am the ego. I am the one within me. The sun is only have issues with currently only with Uranus. Okay, but if you look at it, that beautiful trine with the midheaven, it is a trine with who? With Lilith. So in the top with the intuition that feels in love, when your intuition feels in love, that is open up the channels for this soul love that the Scorpio not creates only, he creates it, but craving for it. That energy of Scorpio that is like, I will do anything in my powers so we can merge. Okay, that's what the merging is, and that's what most of the females, when a Scorpio is approaching with that, physical representations of energies and so on, it's kind of like irresistible in there. So be mindful with the energy, but also there is a proper way because that's the only way that energy can really get through you. Okay. It is particularly designed for that intimacy to be in a very specific, particular way. All right. 9 o'clock is the midheaven is going to be with Mars ascendant is at Libra opposing Venus. Things about, things begin a little different when they're trying to mix intimacy with love in there, but they cannot be without each other. All right. So right now it's like, where is the love? Who is looking for the love? And now that square between Mars and Venus is gonna be coming out in the horizon. It's like something is not okay, something is not right, something it is this and so on. And Mars is trying to figure out the situations. While the Venus is just kind of like a pulling forward, Mars is like, this something gets too forward. This what happens is when the female is pushing it too much for too fast, too furious, or is like, okay, can I move? Let's say, for example, you have this connection and you are forcing yourself to be move in. You put pressure on it. When I can move in, when I can get this, and particularly after the um, Valentine's Day, this kind of like a things is like, let me see. I want to make sure that I can handle me with you. I want to make sure that I want to get to know more. I want this, I want that. And this is what is the proper way of understanding the process of the energies that it's coming and the misunderstanding of Scorpio. Yeah, people misusing that energies of Scorpio, but that is about that total bringing that intimacy into the real life. All right, 10 o'clock, the midheaven is going to be at Cancer, divine energies with the sun. We saw those energies when the ascendant was there. Now you're working and operating with those energies. But there is a squares from the ascendant, from the Liliths in there, which is point out that the need in there before you do and grow and so on, the need it is about to see in the family. Can you change? Can you transform this? And it's gonna be that energy from the midheaven towards Pluto. But is there is a solution? Yes, there is a solution. That's gonna be the North Node and Neptune. The visions that you currently don't see that much, but if you kind of like close your eyes and meditate, you're gonna be seeing it. Your dreams can become a reality to have that unifications, to have that beautifications from within. Pluto stop squaring the moon. It's releasing it in there. Okay, so the emotions is gonna be very well. The energy is gonna be flowing smooth in there as long that healed patterns in you, you are practicing them now, because the ascendant is opposing Chiron. Okay, so certain changes that needs to be made for good, for health, for the right purposes, for the right needs. You may gonna feel this energy that something is off balance and it has to be balanced out. But the ascendant, it is a in the top of the yacht, the finger of God that says like, here, I gave you the teaching and I give you the power of the universe. Let me remind you. And that's what is gonna be for all of us, that divine energy that comes in when you feel so great within yourself, because you got the learning, learning, the sacred emotions. And right now, since Uranus is in Taurus, they're giving you how you to navigate it into the material world. But don't go too fast, too furious. Don't put pressures. Okay. All right. So in the next hour, we have at 11 o'clock there, the midheaven at Leo is going to be squaring the moon. As I said, that fatal attractions right now is like, okay, we did this and so on, but there is, I need attention, I need this, I need that, and so on. In there, as the truth is coming out, the true Lilith right now it squares Pluto, and that energy is with the ascendant right now. It says like what it was. You're gonna feel like something is, but you don't know what it is. Okay, it is about that the energy that it's coming in. It is about the self and the communications. So with this being said, we are gonna be following, because those energies tomorrow they're gonna be ending with one thing. You're gonna be opposing all of us. We're gonna feel it. Like the universe tries to tell us something. Approval from the universe. You see, that's what a lot of the people don't see, the divine time. Tomorrow we're gonna be talking about that the moon, it is trining Saturn, learning. You have something to learn. Whatever that you need to learn, hopefully you found it in that box that you opened up yesterday. All right, guys. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, you can pop it up now. If there is no questions, let's share the love and the light. And I will come back and talk to you tomorrow. Be love, everybody.